Welcome everybody, welcome to another episode of Quick Chop. I'm Eric Lichwager, your host, and today we're doing a famous Brazilian dish called Frango a passarinho, which is literally translated little chicken. Great bar food, let's get chopping. Quick Chop is provided by Mission Grocery Outlet in San Francisco. So Frango a passarinho, it's literally means little chicken. So in Brazil and in the bodegas and things like that, people are going out drinking late at night, and they've probably already had dinner, and maybe you've already had dinner with your friends, but you're having some drinks and maybe you want some food. So this is perfect. It's just the winglets of the chicken. It's really a simple recipe put together and cooks very quickly. Great for just at your house with some friends watching the game. Finger food, basically. And we're going to do a little comparison with the takeout. So we're going to cook them alongside each other just for safekeeping to see how it goes. All right, so pretty basic ingredients for this recipe. It's just chicken winglets, some lime juice, maybe a little bit of rind, salt, chopped garlic. I've got some paprika, a little cumin, and a little chili powder. And we'll garnish with cilantro. All right, let's get putting this together. It's pretty quick to go. Now we're deep frying it. We've got some oil warming up over here. I like to get it going a little early, but we're gonna let this rest for a little bit once we combine everything, so it's gonna kind of marinate. So let's put it together now, and then we'll cook it in a bit. So first in goes the chicken. And I'll pour a little flour in there. I'll put in a little bit of flour there as well. And with some pretty good dose of salt. Garlic. A little bit of chili powder in there. The cumin. And this is about a half a teaspoon, if even that, like a quarter teaspoon of these guys. Paprika. I'll combine it a little bit. I'll sprinkle in a little flour. That'll put a nice coating on it when you go to cook it. Then lime juice. And we're just going to mix this all up. 3 limes here. I really only need 2. I'm not cooking a whole big batch here, so I'm just going to. You can see it's just a minute to do that. I'm just going to mix that up. Seasoning's really up to your choice. Just the principal ingredients in this is the garlic and the lime juice. But I like to put the flour because with the liquid, it kind of helps with that, those ingredients, those seasonings to kind of bind onto the surface of the chicken a little bit better. We're gonna take this and we're gonna cover it and refrigerate it for about 30 minutes and let that kind of sit. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of a challenge here. So I just like to challenge myself. So again, got the freezer, store-bought, prepared. We're gonna throw them in the pan and throw them in the oven and see if we're embarrassingly overwhelmed or underwhelmed. So you could do this, where you just dump it out of the bag and throw it in there. Okay, so our version out of the cooker. We're just going to put it on for a little presentation here. Nice and gold brown. Now we'll put it on the screen, but really depends. Don't overcrowd the pan when you put the chicken in there. If you crowd it up too much, it won't cook quite as nicely. You'll be bumping into each other. And I leave them in there for about 10 minutes or so, probably about 375 degrees or so, and medium heat. Don't overdo the oil. It depends on how much you put in there, temperature of the oil, how big are the pieces. Kind of a judgment call. If you're not sure, pull one out, cut it open, take a look. Don't be afraid to also let it sit for a few minutes. it'll continue to cook. It'll continue to cook in there, even though you've taken it out of there. It's still hot. Now, we're going to dress that with a little bit of lime juice. A little fresh cilantro, never hurt. Get that on there. It's washed, of course. You can chop that or just sprinkle it on there, tear it up with your fingers. You know, it's quick chop, right? So we're just trying to do stuff quickly. Let's see what the Challenger does, how that looks. Not bad. Doesn't look too bad at all, actually. But smells different, definitely. That's fresh out of the oven. That was the oven, deep fried oven. We'll dress it the same. Presentation-wise, looks almost the same. All right, we're almost ready. So I'm just because I love putting on lime rind. Just makes stuff pop. So everything today, courtesy of and provided by Mission Grocery Outlet in San Francisco. Great place, excellent prices on all this stuff. All right, so what do you say we give it a shot? Maybe need a napkin. Oh. Okay, liking that one. Let's try it. It's the store-bought brand. A lot fattier, I'll tell you that. You know, honestly, that just tastes like Kentucky Fried Chicken in a way to me. You know, it's just got that, I don't know, that kind of sub flavor to it. I'm sure it's got some preservatives that they've put on it, some chemicals. Yeah, it just doesn't have that freshness. This definitely, it's got a brighter color. It just cooked up and looks nicer. It's firmer. This is much more fatty. And yeah, make it on your own. Much better. Totally agree. Again, you can kind of see it's a little plumper, but it also seems a little fattier. This is the store-bought. This is the one I made. Coloring's a little different. Anyway, so there you have it. That's my version of little fried chicken, the Brazilian fried chicken. Great finger food. I'm sure you're very familiar with fried chicken wings. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. And we're going to do a dessert. I think we're going to do a chocolate mousse. Again, thanks for watching Quick Chop, and we'll see you next time.